Here are two of my favorite indie games. Number one is Dino Island: The Four Crystals, which is a story-based platformer game about a dinosaur trying to collect crystals from an evil wizard who's basically taken them from their island where they live. It's got, I think, 4 parts, and it's really fun. It's got great graphics, and the music is fun. I think probably the best thing about it is the story. You can see the starting cutscenes on the screen right now. It's a overall really fun game. Sometimes it's a bit buggy, and its combat system is sort of confusing. It's simple, but you throw potions that will make the other dinosaurs fall asleep, and just the colliders are sort of weird for that. And the movement is very slow, and it has sort of like a level design that emphasizes the slow movement and the low jump height, and allows you to perform interesting moves without needing to have too complex controls, because the controls are basically just arrow keys to move, and jump and D to throw a sleep potion, and that's basically it. I personally really like the game's art style. I like pixel art, and it does it really well. It's not exactly normal style pixel art, and the animations are sort of weird, but overall it just blends really well with the theme of the game, which I really like. And yeah, that's basically it for Dino Island. Definitely check it out, and on to the next game. So the next game is Red Incoming, which is a really simple top-down 2D just shooter game where you fight a bunch of different types of weird enemies with either a rifle or a grenade launcher, and you basically just try to see how many kills you can get while not dying. There are different kinds of enemies. Like there's just the basic ones, the explosive ones that will blow up if they touch you or if you shoot them. And there are the larger ones and the rare shooter ones that will shoot little bullets at you. None of them are particularly dangerous. I think the hardest one is probably the explosive one. It's very simple art, and the gameplay and sounds are pretty simple, but I really enjoy playing the game. One problem with it is that it's really, really easy, so there's not that much challenge to it if you know how to play. And especially if you're just using the rifle, basically the main way you're going to lose is having explosive enemies spawn on you and immediately blow you up. Some enemies will occasionally drop a med pack when they die, that if you go near it will get pulled towards you and you'll heal, but they don't heal as much as the enemies will damage, so generally your best bet is just not get hurt at all. If you do, however, see the shooting enemies, then you're going to want to actually change, move around, or blow them up immediately, because they're relatively difficult. It's a really fun game, though it's quite simple, and yeah, I really enjoy it. Those are two of my favorite indie games. I'll probably be doing more of these in the future, but for now, check out the games and join my Musket Fish mailing list, link in the description.